I was going to give a rundown of superstars who need to be future endeavored because they weren't doing jack on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. And this on the heels of the WWE announcing internal layoffs before the merger with UFC into Endeavor. But the Grim Reaper has a hell of a way to ruin things. As you no doubt know, last week we lost two great superstars, one from the past and one denied of his future. There were Terry Funk and Windham Rotundo, better known as Bray Wyatt. Terrence Funk, and yes, that's his real name, was born in Indiana in 1944. In 1965, he and his brother Dory Jr. started their careers in their father's Western States sports. Within 5 years, they would be what we call superstars today. His first major title was the NWA World Heavyweight Championship in 1975, beating Jack Briscoe when Dory Jr. couldn't make it. He defended it all over the world for 14 months before Harley Race beat him in Toronto. During that time, he also competed in All Japan Pro Wrestling, though he didn't win any major titles there. Funnily enough, he didn't have much of a career in the WWE. Sure, he entered in June 1985 and immediately got into a feud with Junkyard Dog, culminating in a match at WrestleMania 2. But though he had the backing of Dory Jr., who was known as Hoss, and a storyline brother, Jimmy Jack, he left shortly after WrestleMania 2 and moved to WCW. The next time we saw Funk in the WWE was after stints in WCW and ECW, entering the 1997 Royal Rumble before being repackaged as Chainsaw Charlie. There he won his only WWE title, the Tag Team Championships with Mick Foley, under his Cactus Jack persona, at WrestleMania 14, which only lasted one day. He went back to ECW and then to WCW before WWE bought both of them up. He would travel the Indian circuits before one more big promotion called TNA Wrestling. He reunited with Mick Foley there, but didn't do much afterwards. He would make sporadic returns in WWE, including ECW One Night Stand in 2006. And in 2009, he and Dory were inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame for their time in NWA, WCW, and ECW. He also had a few movie roles, like a bouncer in Roadhouse and an arm wrestler in Over the Top, but he said that he never really retired from the ring, only doing so to address physical and mental conditions. Terry Funk passed away on Wednesday at the age of 79. He is survived by his brother Dory and his two daughters he had with his only wife, Vicki Ann, who died in 2019. His career spanned over 50 years in nearly every major promotion known, and he will be quite missed in the hardcore community. But the very next day, another shocking death occurred. Windham Rotundo was born in 1987 in Florida, son of former tag team champion Mike Rotundo, or Owen R. Shyster in the 90s, brother of Bo Dallas, and uncle of Rotundo's tag team partner, Barry Windham. In 2009, he and Bo debuted in Florida Championship Wrestling, which would later become the brand NXT. After winning the tag titles there, he was on the second season of the reality show NXT as Husky Harris, with Cody Rhodes as his mentor. While he didn't win, he still showed up on Raw with Michael McGillicuddy, aka Curtis Axel, later, and were inducted into the Nexus by Wade Barrett. It wouldn't last long as Randy Orton punted him in the skull and sent him back to FCW. But then an epiphany occurred, and in 2013, Rotundo came back as the man we all know and love, Bray Wyatt. He also brought along his family of Eric Rowan and Luke Harper that he met and molded in FCW/NXT. His Bayou Conspiracy nut angle gave him many followers, or fireflies, among the WWE universe, while the family, including newcomer Braun Strowman later on, were quite the show. Wyatt would set the family free to concentrate on individual pursuits. Now as the face of fear, he attacked Dean Ambrose and had a long feud with a former Shield member. Then he tried to pounce on The Undertaker, who was still reeling from Brock Lesnar ending his WrestleMania winning streak at 21. It didn't work. Taker beat Wyatt soundly, and so the family came back and wreaked havoc all over again. His solo career peaked when he won the WWE Championship in 2017 in the Elimination Chamber, only to lose it at WrestleMania 33 to Royal Rumble winner Randy Orton. The family was broken again as Harper and Rowan would become the Bludgeon Brothers, and after an Ultimate Deletion match against Matt Hardy, Wyatt and Hardy joined a team to win the Raw Tag titles. Then after WrestleMania 35, Wyatt had a new gimmick. A mix of a demented Mr. Rogers and The Fiend. This last successful persona would win the Universal Championship twice. It also led to the most entertaining match in WrestleMania history, the Firefly Funhouse match against John Cena. The second time he won the Universal title, his reign was just a week as Roman Reigns swooped in and took it. Yeah, that's right. Bray Wyatt was the last person to hold the Universal Championship before Reigns started holding it hostage. After a lackluster match at WrestleMania 36, Wyatt left for a while, coming back as a true dual personality, a happy man, grateful for the opportunities, and another demon controlled by Uncle Howdy. He would have a grand total of one match as that demon, beating LA Knight in a lights-out match. Then he got sick. The WWE didn't say what it was at the time, only stating that it was life-threatening. It turns out it was COVID-19. It made his heart condition worse. But as recently as last week, he was given clearance to compete again. Sadly, on Thursday, he succumbed to a heart attack at the age of 36. Wyatt is survived by his ex-wife Samantha, his fiancée as of 2002, WWE announcer JoJo, 3 daughters and a son, 2 from each woman. His son's godfather is Braun Strowman. But this is important. COVID-19 is still out there and is still deadly, so for God's sakes, people, if you have yet to be vaccinated, do it. Maybe you can avoid the fate of Windham Rotundo. Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt are in hardcore heaven now, but they will never be forgotten by longtime watchers like me. The curse of threes was met, by the way, when Bob Barker died yesterday at 99. They were all entertainers who had moments in the WWE spotlight. Condolences to the Funk and Windham families. Vaya con Dios, you too.